Biss spotted the dudes who did slats sitting in the car, so Biss topped out and hit the whip with the hammer. That's when 4 dudes jumped out with machetes and started cutting and stabbing Biss to death in the middle of the street. South London gets a lot of press over the violence going on down there, but the North gets active too, and in 2022, a rapper named Dems or Dimmer got chased down and killed with a machete. Dems allegedly repped a crew called BHP, but he was trying to make it in the rap game too and had his first show just a few days before he got killed. A dude named T Traps from Enfield spotted Dems while he was chilling with some friends on the 7th floor of an apartment building, and that's when T Traps went after him with a machete. Dems tried to run, but didn't make it out fast enough. A lot of people don't think neighborhoods out east are as bad, but what happened to a rapper named Giddy out there is like something straight out of a horror movie. Giddy repped a set in East London called Drillford and was allegedly sending his homies on some major crash out missions. And after they killed a dude, the dude's brother spun on Giddy in one of the most brutal get-backs of all time. Giddy, his cousin, and some homies were chilling in the crib when somebody started pounding on the door and telling them to open up. Giddy asked who it was, and that's when the ops kicked into the door and everyone started running. Giddy, his cousin Zach, and 2 other dudes ran into a bedroom and started trying to block the door. One of the homies jumped out of the window and another dude hid behind the bed, and that's when the shots started going off. Giddy and Zach both got hit, and their homie had to lay there behind the bed and listen to what happened next. The ops opened up the door while Giddy and Zach were screaming from the shots they already took. Then the ops started shooting and stabbing them even more, and somebody said, "He's not dead yet, finish him, stab him, kill him." It's not always the ops who get you though, and in 2022, a rapper named Maddox got murdered by the police. Maddox repped a crew called 6'7" and started getting locked up for stabbing people when he was 13. He was putting major pressure on the ops, and in August 2022, he allegedly tried to get an op killed at a club in Hackney. A dude named Brandon Malucci was shot in the legs at the club, and the cops said that Maddox put a hit on him, but Brandon Malucci made it out alive. Then just a few days later, Maddox was driving around in a whip that was allegedly used in the hit on Brandon Malucci, and the cops tried to pull him over. They blocked Maddox's whip with their cars and told him to get out, and that's when Maddox allegedly ran one of the cops' cars and they shot him to death. The cops have been trying to crack down on drill rappers and bring the violence down, but in 2025, rappers are still getting brutally killed in broad daylight. Grippa was a drill rapper who was just getting started in the rap game. In January 2025, he was sitting on the 2nd level of a bus when 2 ops came up with swords and stabbed him over 20 times. Rumors say that the killers were 2 dudes that Grippa used to be cool with, and that's why the attack was so brutal. The killers got caught less than a week later because they posted pics right after the stabbing wearing the same clothes that were spotted on surveillance cameras from the bus. Grippa knew he had a target on his back, and a couple hours before he got killed, he called someone and said he needed to get a knife because he was in the middle of a war.
Yo, my nigga, I'm in the middle of a war right now.